Hi there, this is Hope. I have a website called thecallofthebride.com, and it is full of information on end-time prophecies. We watch for Jesus to return. There's some things that are going to happen before he returns, and a lot of people are starting to have some weird dreams, and they're just trying to figure out what's going on. So I wrote this little thing about what's going on in my opinion. It's just my opinion. So I'm going to try to put a link in it to a transcript so you can read it or print it off. But here's the video. I'm just going to read what's on my page on The Call of the Bride. Have you had dreams of chaos or disasters? Or maybe a friend or loved one keeps talking about the end and it's driving you nuts? This page is dedicated to you, as is this video. My hope is to explain what's going on in a very simple manner. I'm not going to use any Bible verses or other quotes because they are on other pages of my website, as well as just about every other end-time website or prophetic video you find on the internet. And first and foremost, please remember this, all the answers are not here. You cannot find all the answers on the internet, but you can go to God and ask Him, and He will give you the answers all in His good time. The people that read my website and many other end-time prophetic websites believe that Jesus is the Son of God and He is about to return. Some of us believe He will return right away, and others of us believe He will return at the end of a period of disasters that occur on earth. This is still before the tribulation period of 7 years, if you've even ever heard of that term. Since I believe, like the second set of people, that's where the focus is going to be for this explanation. So if you've had a dream of, say, fireballs raining down or a ginormous tsunami destroying a city, I believe that will happen soon. Most of us that are into this end of the world stuff did not learn this by ourselves. God woke us up little by little over time. He showed us a dream, maybe a world events caught our attention. You know, like all the dead fish, the birds, the mutilated cows, the superstorms, the thunder snow, the solar flares, sinkholes, colors in the sky, all that weird stuff that we never saw while growing up. That has made us pay more attention to what the Bible says all about this. Many people have heard that in the end, the world will have a lot of disasters. They just don't expect it to be in their lifetime. But God is waking them up. You can believe there is a reason that you have been led to read my website page or this video. It's not about me. Believe me, I am nobody. This is about God. He wants you to pay attention to what He is doing. He wants Himself to be the focus of your life. And so He is waking you up. You really do need to understand He loves you as much as He loves Billy Graham. You are absolutely no different in His eyes. It doesn't matter what you've done. That is why He is the perfect Father. He has no favorites. The Bible tells us this. It makes no difference what you did in the past. You are still loved by Jesus Himself. Is He really coming back? Yes. How do I know? Because He said so in His Word, the Bible. So how is He going to come back? Well, that's an interesting question, and you will find 100 different people with 100 different answers. Like I've said, no one has all the puzzle pieces, but God is sure revealing some things, and here's what I believe. Very soon, I would say perhaps even before the end of October this year, which is 2015, we will see the following things. I wish I could tell you the order of appearance, but I cannot be 100% sure of anything. God is keeping some things to Himself because, well, He's God. But here's what I believe. We will see more geological disasters. Many people have had dreams of these disasters. Others have visions. Some have actually heard from God Himself. He will talk to you if you learn to listen to the still small voice. But it takes time. The reason for the geological disasters, such as more spewing volcanoes, is that there is a planet or a dwarf star or some gigantic object from outer space that's moving close to us. It is messing with Earth's gravity, and in turn, the volcanoes, the sinkholes, and earthquakes are occurring now. Does this sound nuts? Yes, it does. But so does 1,000 dead fish washing up on the East Coast all at once. Another thing you should pay attention to is Israel. In fact, Israel should be your first priority. She is like a compass, and we always need to know where she is pointing because the land of Israel belongs to God. We understand that God owns and created the entire earth. But God told us to watch Israel, so we do. There are places in the Bible that point to wars in Israel both in the past, present, and future. Almost the entire book of Revelation points towards the future of Israel. But a lot of preachers ignore this. They ignore God's feast days, such as Passover, and instead they point to Easter. That's why many of us end-time people no longer go to church, because we are not finding the truth there. So back to the giant planet thing. NASA and other scientists and countries have put more satellites into space these days. There are telescopes in the Arctic pointing to space. They may be looking for UFOs, which are bad, by the way. Aliens, there are no such things. They're demons. As well as some other things that are coming closer. They just aren't saying this. Once you start researching a little bit more, you will see that many secrets are being kept from us. Does this sound nuts? Oh, totally. We know how we sound. That's why we don't talk much about it. But believe me, those of us who have been called by Christ to watch cannot stand not to watch. It's not something we did. It is something He is doing. Jesus is pulling us back to Him. That's why you had the dream, or possibly a vision. Or that's why your friends or loved ones keep talking about the end and be ready and all that jazz. Once the volcanoes are spouting off, and think in terms of the ring of fire when it starts going, other geological and cosmic events will take off. Earthquakes in weird places, tsunamis, rainbows in the sky when it's not raining. These things are going to happen because God has showed this to us. It's going to get so bad that when this planet, which is called, you can research this on the internet, it's called Nibiru, Nibiru. Sometimes it's called Planet X, sometimes it's called Herculobus. When this gets near, you will see it in the sky for yourself. The world will panic. But those of us who are expecting it will be excited. Why? Because Jesus has told us that is when He will return. It's going to get to the point where there will be an earthquake so bad that even the heavens will shake. When that happens, get into your house, because for 3 days it's going to go pitch black outside. Horrible sounds will be heard through the walls, but do not go outside. Again, I know this sounds nuts, but it's not me telling you. It's God. These things have happened in the past. It's all in the Bible, and it's going to happen again, only worse. So why will we be excited? Because during these 3 days, some of us will be leaving. Our bodies will start to glow, and I am not sure if we'll walk through a door or just disappear or what, but we will be leaving. You can find more about what will happen to everyone on the 3 Days of Darkness page on my website. You can also Google it and find it all over the place, including some videos. But for now, just know that after these 3 days, those of us who left will come back and help others to find Jesus Christ and get ready for a moment in time when everyone who does come to Christ will disappear. You may have heard of this. It's referred to as the rapture. It is possible that we will have around 40 to 50 days after the darkness to help other people out. People will need help because there will be global chaos caused by this nearby planet. Many people will die, but we will help with food, healing, even raising the dead. Again, this is what we have been led to believe by God Himself. Patterns of this are all throughout the Bible as well. Most preachers and priests do not preach that these miracles still occur today. But they can and they will, because God will make it so. Now that you know this, you have 3 choices. One is to do nothing, to scoff at our beliefs and blow it off and go your own way. Another choice is to start to watch and keep track of some things of the events listed above, especially since many of them are already occurring. If you believe you are already a Christian, then you need to really commit yourself to the Lord and walk in His ways. There is no easy answer to do this from a man, but from God, all you need to do is talk to Him. Ask Him for help, and He will send it. You will be surprised in the ways He sends it. Finally, if you don't know Jesus at all, you can pray to Him in your most simplest prayer and just talk to Him about your life and how you would like Him to come fix your heart. He is just waiting for this. And angels actually rejoice in heaven when someone turns to Jesus to change their life. The final thing I would like to add is to please not make fun of your friends or loved ones for their beliefs in what's to come. There is proof in the world today, in the storms in the Middle East, evil is running amok, and God is getting tired of it. He's about to come down and change some things. So while you may think it's all a lie, what if you're wrong? What have you got to lose? Talk to Him.